Giants are making the playoffs, or else they're gonna be layoffs. And it starts with you, Kapler. You're so full of crappler.
And he drives it into right center field, hit it hard. This baby is way back. On here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. Today we're going to check on the NL playoff race. I don't have a time to make a really produced video right now, so we're just going to check out this article. I'm going to give you my thoughts and give me yours in that comment section down below. Here we go. The NL playoff race could create the best scorecard watching weekend in MLB history. One way or another, the NL postseason picture will be determined this weekend, but there are so many ways this could shake out. It is going to be insane. The Reds, the Phillies, the Giants, the Cardinals, the Fish, the Brewers, we're all trying to get in these playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
And then even in the American League, the Angels are still trying to hang in there. They are playing great baseball, so we got to keep an eye on their series and also the Astros and see what happens there, because obviously the Astros right now should be in pretty easily, but should they start to lose every game and the Angels win every game, all of a sudden the Angels could even get in. So
crazy.
So the division winning Dodgers, Braves, Cubs, wild card leading Padres have punched their tickets. They are in. That leaves 6 teams to fight for 4 spots. But somewhat improbably, the only pair of NL bubble teams that will face off in the final weekend is Milwaukee and St. Louis, which tells you how big that series is. The other 4 are playing with teams that already have secured playoff berths. While this robs us of the de facto playoff round 0, it does set up the greatest scorecard watching weekend in baseball history. And here's how it could all play out. You got the Cardinals and Brewers. This is absolutely huge. This series is going to be massive. And the Brewers, despite being the lower seed and despite having spent 0 days during the season over 500, and they even lost a couple games to the Reds, they're actually set up quite well. They enter this 5-game series against St. Louis 1 game behind in the standings and in possession of that final playoff spot. And if the Brewers take 3 games out of 5, they'll tie the Cardinals in the standings, and by virtue of winning the season series, they'll have the tiebreaker over their division rival. So the Brewers definitely haven't given up hope. The Brewers are going to go into St. Louis and try to take care of business there and grab a playoff spot. Philadelphia Phillies are at Tampa Bay, another big one there. And the Phillies have gone from lining up their playoff rotation to hanging off the back of the NL postseason picture like a nervous water skier off a powerboat. Pretty good analogy. Unfortunately for the Phillies, they have one of the worst bullpens ever assembled. They tried to improve it with some moves during the season, still not that great, and they are going to be taking on one of the best teams in the game with the Rays, the American League's top seed. They're going to have Zach Eflin, and they may not even get, it's going to take a while to get to Nola and Wheeler, and they may not even get to them until they're already eliminated. So the Phillies need to win games without Nola and Wheeler so they can get to Nola and Wheeler and then try to win those last couple games in the season and slip in. The Phillies, it's going to be a tough road for them, but they definitely got a chance. They're going to have to play well against the Tampa Bay Rays. Not an easy task. And now to talk about the team that a lot of you are interested in and the team that I'm interested in, the San Francisco Giants. And we got a game against the Rockies. It's about to get started. We got 4 games against the Padres. These 5 games, I cannot stress how big these games are. They are absolutely huge. The Giants have 1 game against Colorado and then 4 in 3 days against the Padres. But the fact is, unfortunately, and this article mentions that the Giants have been quite bad against good teams. And that is absolutely true. The thing that I really like about the Giants team is they do what they got to do by beating the teams they're supposed to beat, like the Mariners. They don't do great against the really good teams, like the Padres, like the A's. But they're going to have to do it now. They're going to have to win some games against the Padres. If the Padres sweep the Giants are going to be out. It's just simple. And in fact, Gabe Kapler's club only has a .500 record this late in the season because it's beaten the eternal scuffing out of bad teams. 8-2 against Arizona, 4-0 against Seattle, 21-9 overall against teams with a sub .500 record. And that's playing good baseball, honestly. That means that you're playing baseball. You're going out there and doing your best every night. That means, yeah, you're not going to beat the really good teams, but you're beating the bad teams. You're going out there and giving it your all. You're going out there and you're not giving up, and that's what the Giants have done this year. They've had a few terrible games, but I think that this is a team that proves right here they're not going to go in and just turn in a loss. They're going to go and give it their best, and hopefully things go away. Hopefully maybe the Padres will not exactly, go crazy because they know they're getting ready for the playoffs and they're already in, so maybe they're not going to be playing their hearts out here in this 4-game series. So that's what we got to hope for, and that we can get at least 2, but preferably 3 wins here against the Padres, and definitely got to beat the Colorado Rockies today. So we got to get wins. But we got what it takes. We got the offense with Belt hitting .313. Solano somehow, the article says somehow hitting .337. Somehow? Maybe that's because he's a freaking machine and he gets base hits left and right. I don't understand that. Like, no article, what the disrespect for Solano? Like, no article would say Tony Gwynn is somehow hitting. He hit .330 last year in over 200 at bats. He's hitting .337 this year. He hit over 3 something, who knows what, in spring training. He hit over 300 in the minor leagues last year. He hit over 300 in the minor leagues in 2018. Maybe he's just a 300 hitter. You got Mike Yastrzemski. Hopefully he'll be back in the lineup very soon. And I think the Giants, they have everything they need. And we got to make this happen, guys. This is the time right here. It's win or go home time. It's win or go home time for the Giants. And also the Twins and Reds, very important series right there. The Reds are primed. They're in a position to get in. They're trying to get in here. They hold the tiebreaker against the Giants and Phillies, and the head-to-head against the Brewers. The math gets a bit fuzzier in the event of a 3-way tie between the Reds, Brewers, and Cardinals, but all in all, it's not a bad place to be. We'll worry about the 3-way ties when we get to the 3-way ties, but at the end of the day, the Giants really don't have any wiggle room. The Giants don't have any, I don't think they have any tiebreakers whatsoever, so the Giants need to win. The Reds, too, obviously I was very high on the Reds. All is not lost for the Reds. They're going to try and get in there, and that's a really important series against the Twins. The Twins are not going to be easy. Also, Miami Marlins and Yankees. Marlins beat the Phillies on opening day, have been at least tied for a playoff spot ever since. It's going to be almost tough for the Marlins to fall out. They're going to definitely have to lose the majority of these games. They're currently a half game behind the 9th place Giants. The Byzantine rules of the current NL playoff format dictate that the 2 teams from each division must make the playoffs. Byzantine meaning completely complicated and ridiculous. In other words, one of the Marlins or Phillies must get in, and the Marlins not only lead the Phillies by a half game, they own the head-to-head tiebreaker. So just insane rules, hard to follow. The Marlins are in the clear if they win 3 of their 4 final games, regardless of what their competitors do. So the Marlins have a bit of a buffer here. They should be able to get in. All these teams, this is going to be crazy, and there's really no way that I can give you guys a really clear-cut understanding of what has to happen, other than saying most of us are probably Giants fans. Giants got to win games. They got to win. I would say 1 game tonight against the Rockies, 4, so they have 5 more games left. I honestly think 3 out of 5 is minimum. 3 out of 5 is minimum. If we can win 3 out of the next 5, we got a good shot to get in. 4 out of 5, I think we're probably getting in. 5 out of 5, we're going to be in. So that's where we're at. 2 out of 5, highly unlikely. 1 out of 5, we're effed. There you go. There's your clear understanding. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. We'll talk to you next time. See ya! Thank you so much for checking out that video. This is Eric, and if you're a fan of Humm Baby Baseball, please check out our store at humbabybaseball.com/store. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have hats, and we have much more on the way, so you can check out everything we have right there, including the Umpire Strikes Back, one of our many t-shirts. So I would really appreciate if you guys could check that out. Have a fantastic day. We're going to talk to you later.
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.